If you like and subscribe with notifications in the next 5 seconds, you will have good luck for the rest of your life.
I can't think, yeah, I don't wanna stress. I bought a foreign whip, but I don't wanna flex. Step back and shoot, and it hit nothing but net. I always win like I rigged and paid.
So Risk, what are we uploading today?
To be honest, I don't have anything planned. Do you have any, video you think I can make?
Actually, I just made a new player and I need help getting my shooting badges. Do you know any shooting badge methods?
Yo, that's actually great. I do know a few shooting badge methods. Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you for the help. So yeah, today I will upload a shooting badge method for you guys. So if you have not yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit that like button with the notification bell, and let's get right into the shooting badge tutorial.
She know I keep the bag on me. How about got a couple racks on me? I'ma hit it, then I dip. No, I do not trust a bitch, cause they all be the same to me. All these thoughts always running through my head. I'ma get the bag, double back for the bread. I'd rather smoke a blunt, kicking back in my bed. And yeah, she in my line, cause she know I'm getting bread.
Alright, so what is up, y'all? Glad to see you back on the YouTube. Really quickly, thank you for helping me reach my goal of 6,500 subscribers. We are almost at 7K, so make sure you hit that sub button if you have not yet. But with that being said, in terms of the shooting badge method I'll be showing you guys today, before we actually get into that, I want to talk about what shooting badges we're going to need to do this method, because this method is going to be performed in my career only. So the shooting badges you really need, obviously on this player I have all my 30 shooting badges, but you do not need this to actually, complete this method successfully. All you really need is catch and shoot and corner specialists, even on bronze at each of them. That's really all you need, because this method is going to be working out of the corner in my career. So as long as you have those two badges, you will be perfectly fine. And then in addition, the main goal with this badge method is to be playing your My Player Nation games every time they're available, because we're obviously getting times to my points, which is going to speed up your badge progress. And if you hit the top right of this video, I will link you a video of mine, which I talk about how to get 100 game speed and rookie difficulty in My Player Nation to make it even faster and easier to play My Player Nation. So if you combine that with this method, you will be getting shooting badges extremely fast. And I'm only going to be showing you guys a my career method just for the purpose of this video, but do not forget you could always go into Park, Pro-Am, the Rec, and if you just play and hit your shots, you will get shooting badges very fast. But if you are struggling to shoot and you don't feel confident enough to go to the park and try to get the shooting badges there, then obviously this is the place for you. So let's get right into the actual shooting badge method. So I don't want to waste any of you guys' time, so I brought us right into the game. And I'm going to just explain pretty much how we're going to do this. It is very simple. As you see right here already on screen, I'm showing you guys how to do it. But I'm going to slow it down for the first few times in this one clip, just to make sure you guys get it and you understand what we're supposed to do. And just a quick disclaimer, just ignore if you see all the people on my team are 7'3". Obviously, that's from the old glitch that was months ago, allowing you to do that in my career, and I guess it never changed for me, so that's why they're so tall. But in terms of the actual method, you see what I'm doing here. I'm going to the corner, I'm calling for the ball, and I'm calling for a screen, alright? Now, with this screen, what you want to make sure you do is you want to make sure you put them to fade when you set the screen. I don't know why, because it doesn't really make sense, because first of all, they're not fading, and it would make more sense if they rolled to attract their man, but for some reason when you select it to roll, it just doesn't work and the defender won't back off of you. So make sure you tell the screener to fade, and then as you see, my defender will eventually back away from me, which obviously leads to a wide open shot to get our shooting badges extremely fast. And ultimately that's the method, but we also have to learn different ways of doing this, because the AI is obviously going to learn to play it differently. So as you see now in this clip, I run up the floor, I pass the ball to Draymond Green, I stand in the corner, the fade, wide open shot is that easy. And that's also why I tell you guys, make sure you have catch and shoot and corner specialist, because what I like doing is, as you saw right there, I like passing to Draymond Green or anyone on that specific area on your team. You pass to him and then you get the ball, so it's working with catch and shoot, and then obviously you're going to be in the corner, which means corner specialist activate, so you have two badges activating at that moment, which means the percentage of you making that shot is very high. Now, another thing I want to let you guys know about is just to make sure you are not going out of bounds. All right, so as you see, what I do in this clip obviously is the same method. We're calling for the screen, wide open shot, but as you saw, I did a little kind of a hop step back. The only way to do that is pretty much holding your RT button and then with your right stick flicking it back or down towards you. and then it's just gonna hop back. And trust me, going like that will not make you go out of bounds. But if you try maneuvering your player to get behind that 3-point line, just like, you know, kind of like walking around, you will end up running out of bounds. I've done that a million times, so I don't want you guys to run into that mistake and get a lot of turnovers. So all you gotta do is just hop back, and you'll be at that 3-point line. You might stumble the ball, but you'll pick it right back up, call for the screen, you'll be wide open like you always will be. So what I meant by, you know, talking about adjustments and what we could do once the AR starts playing is differently. For example, when you start getting clues to takeover, they will double team you or play you higher, and they won't back off the screen. So the first step is going to be switching corners, and you could do this honestly every possession. Just alter which corner you're going to, unless you really have a hot spot in one and you don't, and you have like a cold spot on the other, which would make you miss. And in that instance, you wouldn't do that, but just try to, you know, flip-flop between each corner so the AI, you know, plays you just a little bit differently, and you have maybe potentially a different defender on you if they're playing kind of like a zone defense. So as you can see in this clip, we're going to go once again back to the same right corner. You're going to see the shot's going to be wide open, and then by hitting this shot, we actually do activate our takeover, which is we're going to go into detail in the next clip here. Now, when you get takeover, you might get double team like I said, but obviously try the same method you were doing. And if it's open, obviously take the shot. You see right there, the defender backs off while I have my takeover, and it's green. But in some instances, after you take that first shot and takeover, even sometimes it happens after you lose your takeover, after it ends, they are starting to double team you. So what you do is what you just saw in that clip right there. You are going to post fade. Yes, post fade. It's very simple. You're gonna get the ball, post up, and you're just gonna post fade. I hope you guys all know how to post fade. If you do not know how to post fade, just check your 2KU tips in your settings, and it will tell you exactly how to post fade. Now, the post fade animation you currently have on your player does not really matter. You will get the open shot every time, and it's a very greenable shot. If you're welcome to also, you know, throw on deep fades, Hall of Fame, or bronze, or whatever you want to throw it on. The only real thing you have to worry about when posting up is doing what I do in this clip. If you post up and you do the post fade inside the paint, it will register as, you know, a post hop shot, and it will count as a finishing badge. All right, which we're not going for finishing badges. We're going for shooting badges, at least strictly in this video. So you want to make sure when you post fade, you do it like the first clip I showed you, where it's going to be outside the paint, so it considers it a post fade and gives you shooting badge progress. So with that being said, that's pretty much the different things you could do within a My Career game and the main focus of the shooting badge method. But now there is also the Gatorade, or not the Gatorade, but, you know, your practice facility that you could also do some drills in. So I'm going to show you guys 2 drills that are going to help you get your shooting badges very fast. Obviously, one being free throw golf. You guys probably know about this drill, but a lot of people I've heard they don't have a high free throw because they're on a player that has maybe 3-4 shooting badges, and they didn't upgrade their free throw, and they can't make the free throws. So the second best drill to do is going to be pick and pop, and trust me, you will not need to shoot the basketball, so do not worry or freak out. And I'm gonna just demonstrate this drill because obviously the other one is just shooting free throws. So as you see, what I'm doing here is just setting a screen. You pop and you don't shoot it, you drive it all the way in, and you get still a point for a made shot. Now you also get a point when you hit the screen, but I don't really focus too much on hitting the screen because all you gotta do is get like a score of like 5 or 6, which you literally score every time. So there is no need to really hit the screen perfectly every time. And this is going to get you the most progress in terms of what drills to do. Now, if you do not have these drills unlocked, I think you have to play like 10 games or something like that to get these drills unlocked. You could always go to your coach, and the coach drills are actually very good because the coach drills are ×2, and you usually get, I think it's 2 shooting drills every time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you get 2 shooting drills every time. So even if you do have these personal drills unlocked, if your coach is holding a practice, do not cancel it. Do the practice and do those drills because you do get ×2 badge progress with coach drills. Now, I'm pretty sure the coach drills you get are typically the game 35, where it's just going to make you shoot like 2 mid-ranges, a 3. I think one is just shooting catch and shoot shots from the corner, from the top of the key. It's like a variation of 4 drills, but pretty much if you like complete it on 3 stars as the coach drill, you get I think like 2,000, which is pretty much what we're getting out of doing this same drill 4 times. So if you get a coach drill and on top of that do your personal drills on top of the My Career method, you're getting, you know, 1 to 2, possibly 3 badges every 30 minutes to an hour, which is very effective and helpful. And you throw on the park on top of that, and y'all got a player maxed out in terms of shooting badges. So with that being said, there's not much more to talk about here. If you guys have any questions related to this method, you could, you know, let me know down below in the comments, or hit me up on my Twitter link will be in the description, but it is at RisKK on top. It's your boy Risk, And peace out, y'all.
It's funny how now she be calling me back. She see that I got it, I'm stuck in the trap. 40 autos, tell me put it right back. 40 autos and he left in the back. I can't be trusting cause people just act. I get the money, I run it right back. The plug on my phone, I get to these racks. The plug on my phone, I'm gonna get back. I can't be trusting cause people be switching and